final 6 cars. The top 10 drivers that start in the late model Budweiser 100 tonight are headed across the Speedway right now, and they're going to be down in the Midway area for our autograph session in just a very few moments. We see Matt Alex on the way over here, driver of car number 72. George Cora walking along there with him, driver of car number 65.
Looks like Todd Weir also in the pack
Todd
there.
Weir coming on over to hand out autographs. Nice brown envelope. Probably got some photos in that for some lucky fans. There's George Cora coming through the gate. Matt Alex right behind him.
There's Johnny Hine in there in the orange.
Yeah, Johnny Hine in the orange driving uniform.
Kurt Sherwood is there.
Yeah.
Looks like John Conti there as well. And
so the top 10 are headed for Autograph Alley out here, and the rest of the cars that finished from 21st on back in our qualifying earlier this afternoon are out here now trying to gain a spot in the Budweiser 100 by finishing in the top 6 in this qualifiers race. On the pole is number 98, Joe Brainerd. Joe Brainerd starting in the pole position with car number 98. Joe Carbone is next with car number 31. And they're checking turn 1. Next comes car number 77, Kenny McNichol from Exeter, Ontario, while on the outside, it's car number 80, Pete Sisti. Pete Sisti is car number 80. The number 9 of Marty Kling, car number 01 of Mark Denny. Car number 18, Denny Newrider. The 34 of Art Logsden. The number 4 of Mark Humphrey, the 22 of Mike Stahl, who has competed previously in the Can-Am midgets here at Holland Speedway, as well as up in the convention center. And at the back of the pack, it's car number 89, and that'll be Paul Fileski. They've changed one of the 99 backup cars over to 89, and Paul Fileski usually drives one of our pro trucks, is at the keyboard of that car. So the white flag is out. They should take the green flag the next time by. Remember, the top 6 in this one move into the feature. With the qualifier, we'll have to check the point standings on this, because if they're not in the top 6 in this, they can move into the feature via a provisional. So it's Joe Brainerd up in front, car number 98 setting the pace. Joe Carbone right alongside him. Car number 31, the 77 of Kenny McNichol running third. The number 80 of Pete Sisti starting in the 4th spot. Marty Kling back in the next spot, and number 9 as they thunder out of that 4th turn. The green flag is out. Brainerd's car off the pace ever so slightly. Doesn't come up to speed, and Carbone gets by him on the outside, and we see smoke emitting from the back end of car number 98. The Brainerd car, although Brainerd has got it running, has gone back up to the 2nd spot, but he is getting some smoke off the left rear of that car. Could be smoking a tire getting off the turns. Joe Carbone up in front, car number 31 with a challenge now from the 98 of Joe Brainerd. Brainerd down to the inside below that yellow line to make the pass for the lead, as we've had a 89 car of Fileski did a 360 spin through the infield, comes right back up onto the racetrack, grabs some gears, and gets right back in racing action. Joe Brainerd takes the lead. Car number 98 with smoke pouring off that car. It appears to be tire rub from this vantage point. So it's Joey Brainerd with the lead, the 31 of Joe Carbone back in the 2nd spot. The number of 80 of Pete Sisti running 3rd, Mark Denny 4th. Car number 01, Art Logs in 5th and 34. And your 6th and transfer spot is right now Mark Stahl, car number 22. Rather, Mike Stahl. That's Mike Stahl in the number 22 in the 6th or transfer position. The 77 of McNichol trying to get up there, as is Kling in car number 9. Joey Brainerd with the lead as the cross flags come out. 5 laps in and 5 laps to go. Joe Brainerd with the lead as that car showing more smoke. The 31 of Carbone, a little smoke getting off the 2nd turn. Again, that could be tire smoke. Battle now, 2nd place coming off the 4th turn. Joe Carbone, car number 31, holding that 2nd spot. Side by side for 3rd between Pete Sisti and number 80 and the 01 of Mark Denny. Then they're side by side for 5th and 6th between Art Logsden in 34 and Mike Stahl in 22. We got a problem, that Brainerd car off the pace. Apparently they've dropped moisture up in the turn as car number 4 just spun up there in the turn, and Denny Newrider just barely got the 18 shut down to avoid contact with Mark Humphrey's car number 4 out of Corning, New York. But the 98 of Brainerd, we saw smoke emitting from that car earlier on. And we understand there's a fuel leak on car number 80. They suspect a fuel leak from car number 80. That's why he's pulled over. The 98 came to a stop, possibly due to the mechanical problems that caused the smoke to come pouring out of Joe Brainerd's car number 98. If that is an engine problem, that certainly goes along with the old racing saying of they always run their best right before they blow, and he had the lead when that thing let go, whatever the problem might be. We see Joe out of the car, looking it over right now, trying to determine what is the problem with that car. So we've got Brainerd's 98 stopped down here at the exit of turn 4 on the main straightaway. The number 4 of Mark Humphrey being given a push, and that car gets restarted coming down the banking up there in turn number 3 and 4. A quick trip to the outside, but
We're looking for the drivers from the McCarthy Ford vehicles on display to please report to your vehicles and move to the pit area in preparation for your parade lap. We'll repeat that now as the cars are moving away from the grandstand area. We need the drivers for the McCarthy Ford display cars to please report to their vehicles and prepare to move them to the pit area for your parade lap. The drivers for the McCarthy Ford display vehicles, please move to your cars and prepare for the parade lap. And also the special IPS Empress van driver, we need that driver to please report to the van for the parade lap as well.
And you can see why there was problems up there in turn number 3 and 4. Take a look at the amount of speedy dry that they've applied to the racetrack, all the way down just past the pit gate going into turn 3, midway on the racetrack, all the way over through 4, probably coming out of the 98 car of Joe Brainerd, and cars behind him slipping and sliding, and the number 4 car went skating up right up next to the steel barrier. Up there, Mark Humphrey, hopefully bringing that car to a stop. We don't see much damage on the front end of Mark's car number 4, so apparently he's okay. And then Denny Newrider just barely slid into him, but punctured a tire on the number 18 car, and so Newrider's 18 headed for pit road to make a tire change while we're under caution, and it looks like he's going to try to get back up on the racetrack. Remember, they want to finish in the top 6 in this to transfer into the feature, the Budweiser 100, where we're scheduled to start 26 cars. Again, the qualification on this being that somebody could get bumped from that 5th and 6th position if one of the top 22 in the point standings does not otherwise make the Budweiser 100. They could bump the 5th or 6th place car out if it's not a regular runner here at the Speedway in favor of a provisional start going to any one of our top 22 in the regular season point standings here at the Speedway. Well, while we're under caution, we want to remind you of the program coming up here on Monday, September 7th, the big Labor Day program. It's the Bobby Bender Memorial Labor Day Classic, brought to you by Ted's Jumbo Red Hots. And that's scheduled for Monday, September 7th at Holland International Speedway. Qualifying gets underway at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Monday. So the feature race for the late models got rained out last Saturday night here at Holland Speedway. So the late models will be joining the rest of the cars that'll be on hand. The Bender Lights will be here, plus figure 8s, plus part of our Kendall Enduro Challenge is coming into Holland Speedway for their last appearance of the 1998 racing season. And everything gets underway at 4 o'clock Labor Day afternoon here at Holland Speedway. And they'll have the late model Pro Stock postponed feature. They'll have Challengers. They'll have the Enduro, and they'll have our Charger division on hand, plus the Figure 8 division and the Bender Cup lights. Those things really hustle around the Speedway. They're Winston Cup look-alike cars. They're about 5/8 scale of a Winston Cup car, painted to look like them. They run 1100cc motorcycle engines with a chain drive, and these things hustle at speeds in excess of 90 miles an hour around here. They get around here just about as quick as those Can-Am midgets do. And then also the evening will be capped off with a gigundous fireworks display. So that's all for your enjoyment, your racing pleasure, and it'll be at Holland Speedway Monday afternoon, only 2 days away, and the action starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon with time trials.
We're checking over the way the field is arrayed on the Speedway right now, Larry, because of that provisional situation. Right now, out of the cars that are remaining on the Speedway, And we understand that the 80 of Pete Sisti has been deemed to be okay. They took care of the fuel leak. He remains in the lead lap. Only Denny Newreiter in the 18, who's currently in the pits trying to get a new tire put on that car, is currently in the top 22 in points and not running in the top 6 at the moment. However, of the cars that are in the top 6, the top 4 are locked into the Budweiser 100 no matter what. It's only the 5th and 6th place cars that are on shaky ground based on the provisionals. And right now, 5th place Kenny McNichol in the 77 and 6th place Marty Kling in the 9 are in the top 22 in points. Marty Kling in the 9 is safely high enough in the point standings. He'll make it no matter what. But the 18 of Newreiter is ahead of the 77 of McNichol in the point standings. So there's where one of our provisionals could kick in right now. That's all, of course, pending that these cars hold similar positions at the end of the race. And there are 2 laps to be run under green, as Denny Newreiter does make a reappearance with a new shoe on that number 18.
And cleanup work continues down here on the main straightaway. So a lot on the line here in this last chance race or qualifying event. And so the safety crew taking a lot of precautions out there to make sure that the track is in proper shape for this event.
So once again, repeating that so you fans understand what's going on here. The top 4 in this are into the Bud 100 no matter what. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are in. 5th and 6th are in only if they're not bumped by a car behind them who earns the spot on a provisional basis. And right now, if the cars were to be checkered in this position, just hypothetically speaking, Denny Newreiter in the 18, I do believe, would bump the 77 of Kenny McNichol out because of Denny's higher position in the point standings right now.
Only 2 more racing days or evenings scheduled here at Holland Speedway. We told you about the one next Monday, and then the final checkered flag of the season will fall next Saturday night, September the 12th, when we'll have NASCAR All-Division Season Championships. The season championships will be on the line, so we determine a season champion who is the winner of that race, and also that wraps up the overall points championship for the season. And looks like George Gora may be bringing in a backup car over here, another 65 coming down pit road on a rollback. So that could be kind of interesting also. But anyway, there's 2 more events after today scheduled on the Holland Speedway program. Monday, Labor Day, the Bob Bender Memorial with the Bender Lights, plus the Enduros and the Challengers, the late model feature race. The remainder of that, it got postponed or shut down by rain last Saturday night. And then the big fireworks display here at the Speedway. And then season championships in all divisions next Saturday night, September 12th, for the final program on the 1998 racing calendar. And the pit competitor comments do tell us that should we experience weather problems that do not permit us to run on September 12th, that entire show will move to the 19th. So let's hope everything is okay next Saturday and we can wrap it up next Saturday night with season championships in all of our racing divisions here at Holland Speedway. Safety crew pretty well cleared out there, Rick, and the field circling the track, blowing off the remaining speedy dry and getting ready for the restart.
Yeah, they want to make sure the track is in prime condition here, since there's so much on the line in this one, qualifying spots for the Bud 100. If you can't make the race, it really puts a damper on your evening out at the racetrack when it's the primary event of the season for the late model Pro Stocks.
The cars being sent around at a higher speed than they usually take under caution. However, these laps are not being counted. They're just working the track, trying to blow off that speedy dry. There's quite a lot of it up there on the outside we see in turn 4.
Again, a big thank you to all of our major supporters this evening, our good friends from Triad Distributing and Budweiser Beer, from the Noco Express Shops, and from Hutchins Automotive for making all this possible here, the Budweiser 100 for the late model Pro Stocks this evening.
And the track is deemed race safe, and so the caution flag comes out to slow the field. They'll take the 1 to go white flag Next time around, we want to tell you about the $10,000 drawing to be presented here at the Speedway tonight. And to be eligible for the $10,000 drawing, all you do is sign up at the Try It Distributing and Budweiser booth right next to the Winston Gazebo or souvenir stand next to the main gate. And it costs you nothing. You only got to be 18 to register, but it's free. And it's sponsored by Try It Distributing, Budweiser, and Holland Speedway. And later on tonight, some lucky race fan could be eligible to win $10,000. And if you meet all the qualifications through the drawings and so on, you win the 10,000 bucks right here tonight. So the only way to be eligible for that is to sign up and get in the drawing, but the drawing is absolutely free. See, the Four Score Fan Club is selling their 50-50 tickets here tonight. They're at singles for $1, 3 of them for $2, and 10 tickets for a $5 bill, and Denny Adolph is on hand with the Four Score tickets. Now, the last chance race for the late models. Thunders out of the number 4 turn. The green flag waves. We got 2 laps to go in this event. Down on the inside, it's Mark Denny, car number 01. Joe Carbone right alongside him in the number 31. Mike Stahl third in the 22, then it's Art Logson in 34. Side by side, out of that 4th turn. White flag flies, 1 lap to go, 1 more time around. They're side by side for the lead through turns number 1 and 2. Mark Denny on the inside, Joe Carbone on the outside. Mike Stahl running 3rd. Art Logson is 4th and 34. Marty Kling has moved up to 5th and 9. McNichol is now 6th and 77. The checkered comes out, and the winner is the 01 of Mark Denny. Mark Denny, the winner. Car number 01. He'll move up to the feature. The 31 of Joe Carbone will also qualify for the feature. The 22 of Mike Stahl goes into the feature. The 77 of Kenny McNichol might not go into the feature. Then it's Logston in the 34, Kling in the 9, and New Rider finishes at the back of the pack in number 18, but by virtue of the provisionals, he might move up. Here is the winner of the consolation race, late model Pro Stock Division. Ladies and gentlemen, a good round of applause. The driver, number 01, Mark Denny. Mark Denny, home with a win in this qualifying race for the Budweiser 100, and we've now got the 26 cars that will go into the Bud 100.
We need Justin Mapes from the Castro Can-Am Midgets to please report to the stairs at the base of the tower. Justin Mapes from the Can-Am Midget organization, please report to the steps at the base of the tower.
What are we running now? Charger Consi? So what is it? Oh. Oh, well.